Hey folks, this is Mickey G. Well, I guess Rodney and I have become domesticated as we've gotten older. We spend most of this podcast talking about stuff going on in the kitchen, including washing dishes and that country cooking. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Old Fools Talking Old School.
Since I ain't got a heck of a whole lot to do anyway, and that give me something to do. But now it goes against what I used to do, just in the sake of saving time. Wherever I am at the store, be it Walmart, commissary, that's where I would buy it. Until I was one day at this little local store we got here called Crest. It's local, but it's all over the city. I went in there and looked at the paper towels I got. I was like, damn, because what I pay like 14, whatever it is at Walmart or the other store, they had it for 11. I don't know if it was a 6 or the 9 roll. I was like, that jackpot. And I grabbed about 3 or 4 of them suckers, man. And that's where I've been getting my paper towels. Because I used to hate to ride around. Rod said, well, they got it over there. I said, I'm already at this, so why am I going to drive all the way over there? What I saving on that, I'm spending in gas.
Yeah.
So I was like, but now I know where the prices are right. I go straight to there when I want to get them paper towels. And she, even with the little thing that you put in the tank on the commode, I like rosin is a thrift saver, which I ain't complaining. And I am too, to a point. But I like them Clorox little discs that you put in there, to keep the bowl clean.
Right.
And she likes that blue. You see it that it's still there, but it ain't cleaning the damn thing. It's just there. And because I clean toilets and stuff, so I like to. Now they got the one where it's got some blue in it, but it's Clorox, so I get that one because it is the blue is good to let you know when it's fading out.
Right.
But man, yeah, she whichever one's the cheapest, that's what she buys. And so I end up picking up a few of those, and they just pretty much stopped making the ones that I used to like to hang over the edge of the toilet bowl.
Yeah, you can't hardly find them no more.
Yeah, you can't find them. So, but I keep it in there. It's really kind of almost counterproductive because the bathrooms that we don't use, it just sits there. Then you got a blue ring around them.
Yeah. That blessed the way about the blue stuff. If you ain't flushing, it's just gonna sit there. And it puts a blue ring around the thing.
Yeah. So sometimes I'll be in here, be bored and shit. I'll just go flush commodes, man. Here's the killer part. I flush all the commodes and then walk back to where I usually am and sit down. Now I got to pee.
Yeah.
Why didn't this happen while I was down there with the ones that nobody uses,
Or with me, it seemed like just as soon as I go and start washing my hands, that's when I got to go pee. I'm like, here I am washing my hands. Now I got to go pee. If I go pee, I got to come back and wash my hands again. I'm like, why is it wait? I know that old saying about, if you want to go pee, just stick your hand under running water. It'll make you go. I said, well, maybe that's true. Because it seemed like as soon as I start washing my hands, it's like, damn, I got to go pee now.
Yeah. And then there's another 3 paper towels I got to use.
and for some reason, I guess it's just a mental thing. I can't use a napkin when I eat. I've got to have a paper towel.
Oh yeah,
I'll go and I'm setting the table while Marion's cooking or whatever. I give everybody a napkin, put their fork and knife, whatever on the napkin. I've got to have a paper towel. I don't know what it is. Yeah. It's just one of them things, and I've been doing this for probably 25, 30 years now. They don't napkin. You got to get a paper towel. Now, if we're out somewhere, that's all they got. Obviously, I have no choice.
Right.
But when we're at home, if I sit down and eat a meal, period, I've got to have a paper towel, which means, like you say, either 2 or 3 at least for every meal that I eat, because I've got to have that. I don't know why. It's a mental thing.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I got to have a paper towel, man, because There are times when I need to wipe my mouth, and I can just pick that paper towel up, hit it, and be done with it. And like a lot of times when I'm up here in my man cave, Rosin will bring me something to eat up here, and she'll bring paper towels because she know I got it. But I got paper towels up here. I got paper towels all over the place, man. I use paper towels for anything, man. If I see the coffee table, I see some dust on it, shit, I'll get that end dust and wipe it off. you know, I'm I'm constantly doing stuff. And again, Rosa, she's more of a when I decide to clean up,
I'll
I
clean
get
up.
all
Yeah.
that. But I'm like, if I see it, I got to do it.
I'm same way.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I just I have this little debate in my mind. My mind be saying, now what's the right thing to do?
Yep.
Clean it up now. So go clean it
Hmm.
up. So I'll
Yep.
go clean it up. I mean, I might walk by it one time, but that second time, that little angel on my shoulder or whatever said, the right thing to do is to clean that up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know. So
Yes, sir.
I'll go clean it up. Even though sometimes it ain't my mess, I'll just go ahead and clean it up.
Clean it up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to get done.
Gotta get done. Yeah. I'm saying.
I went out. I got them Swiffer, a little dusting wand thing.
Yep.
Got that. Get up here because I got these even my speakers, but the wooden thing. I got pictures over there on the case that I keep all my CDs and DVDs in. If I see a film, all I gotta do is look over and I see it. Then like you say, I passed by it once, but I got that Swiffer sitting right over there. Next thing you know, I'm over there getting it done.
Yeah.
Swiffing these damn TVs look like they're dust magnets. You don't see it till you walk at a certain angle. Like, damn, no wonder I can't see clearly. All that dust up there, man. So I hit it up, boy.
Yeah, we got we got TVs everywhere. We got to have a TV. We got TV in the bathroom. We got TV in the kitchen. We got TVs everywhere. And that one in the kitchen got so much grease on it. I got up there one day with the glass cleaner. And man, that TV was like, you ain't gonna do nothing with that stuff. You got to get up here with a razor blade to get this stuff off. And I told me, I said that TV's got so much dust, and I mean, it's not. You can't tell it when you're watching the TV,
Right.
But just when the TV's off and that light hit it a certain way, I'm like, God, look at that. And I'll go up there and I'm trying to get it clean. And I said, no. I said, I got it best I could. I said, but that TV's got, after all these years of dust and grease, I said, it ain't going to ever come clean, completely clean again.
That's what I tell Rosin all the time. For a while, she was doing it because you step out on the patio. I got a table out there. She could put her little fryer on there. I said, why don't you fry the pork chops and chicken out there? All this, the grease popping all everywhere. And so she did it for a while, but I guess that got old because she didn't stop. But man, because of course, I empty the trash the majority of the time. Now, the oven and the stove is like on one end, and we got the trash can for the recycle is on the other end.
Mm-hmm.
When I get ready to empty that sucker, man, sometimes I'll just raise it up instead of stepping on the little thing. And it's grease all. I'm like, how the hell did that grease travel all the way down here? And then next thing I'm wiping that off, and then like I tell her, my poor wife, I just leave it alone. She's got the counter space taken up, man. She got the juicer up there. She got the can opener up there. I'm like, if it got all the way down here on the top of this trash can, I know it's on that shit. So I used to clean it and be fussing and stuff. And then I said, you know what? This ain't even worth the argument. I just leave it, man. But this damn grease done travel all the way down to the opposite end. And that's what I keep telling them. But I grew up like that. My folks, that was a no. And the kitchen was a breakdown job every day. My grandfather used to wipe the stove. He was a World War II guy. He used to break that stove down on a daily basis almost, man, and scrub that second. And you know what? I remember that stove from when I was a little boy, and they still had it when they passed on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes, sir. They sure did. That sucker sit there. He would break it down, and more times than not, I'm exaggerating now. He broke it down every Saturday, I'll say, because that's when everybody got up and cleaned the house on Saturday mornings, and that was his job. He'd get in there and break that stove down with that SOS pad. That sucker, you wanted to eat off the stove. It was so damn clean.
Mm.
But yeah, so we do what we emulate what we see, so
Yeah.
that's what I started here Saturday morning. Everybody get up. But daddy ain't busting down no stove though.
Especially now that they got them self-cleaning stoves.
Self-clean. Oh boy, that's a godsend.
Because I know before them self-cleaning stove, man, you had to put a gas mask on to put you spray that easy off or whatever in them stoves. That stuff would knock you out.
Yes, sir. I almost passed out on that one day, man. And then you can't find no service. I had to take it out on the patio and put some paper down and sit it on that concrete, man. That's it. Eat your counter up.
Yeah.
I'm like, boy. But we get up and the boys, the little things they could do, vacuum and wipe off a table that you had to go back and wipe off after they finish. But that was a habit we started.
Yeah. But that's how you talk about your boy. That's the way it was the girls. And the girls, Mary's one of those guys, like I say, she's one of them, Southern cooks by all means.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you, if Mary's been cooking, she's been cooking. Because there's stuff all over the counter. There's stuff all over the stove. If she's been flouring chicken or something, pork chops to fry them, there's flour on the knobs of the cabinets. There's flour on the rail of the stove. I said, man, how can you cook and make such a mess?
Exactly.
I mean, stuff everywhere. And and the girls, you say, Mom, every time you cook, I have to come in there and clean up after you. And you got this here and that there. You got stuff all over the place. And of course, you know how Marion is. Clean it up. I do the cooking. You clean it up. But I got to tell her, I said, there ain't no doubt. If somebody walks in this house, they will know when you have cooked because all of your tracings are right there.
Yes, sir. Ross is the same way, man. I tell her all the time. I said, we got all this counter space. And when you in here, I can't come to one spot and make me a sandwich. So everything is everywhere.
That's bad.
And I'm sitting here, I said, have you ever tried the concept of using one big spoon or whatever utensil you need? Just use one. Hell, she'll go in there. She might stir it with this time. Next thing you know, she opening that cabinet, looking at it, getting something else out, stirring. I'm like, all you got to do is rinse it off. I'm like, you make a mess, man.
That's the way Marion is too.
She will mess up her kitchen, man. And my thing is, I said, listen, I wouldn't even care if you just kept the water running. Run the water and wash your hands. Because whatever's on her hands, she'll go open the refrigerator.
That's what I'm saying. That's how the flour gets on the handle of the refrigerator and the handles of the cabinet. She got it on her hand. She go open the cabinet, the refrigerator, or the microwave. There's like somebody been dusting for fingerprints. All this flour all over the handle. Yeah, she's saying way.
Yeah, man. I was just like. That's like one time we talked before. I said, boy, then you have to pick your battles. There's certain things I guess I'm going to have to live with. I leave it alone. I said, but there ain't no reason why I shouldn't be able to walk in here and find a spot and make me a sandwich if I wanted to.
Now, one thing I can say about it, when she does cook, she does clean, she does wash her pots and pans along the way.
Mm-hmm.
She may leave a couple on the stove, but other than that, she pretty much cleans them up. She'll tell, whichever girl, has the kitchen that week. She said, I already cleaned up everything. All you got to do is just clean up the remaining couple of, pans or whatever's on the stove. But she will do that. She'll go ahead and clean up especially the big pots and stuff that she uses. She'll clean up along the way.
Mm-hmm.
But, once she gets done, like I say, there ain't no doubt that she ain't cooked on that stove.
Yeah, buddy, I feel you pain on that one, boy. Because I tell you, man, we started. I felt bad because there Thanksgiving, she get in there and bust her butt, cook all that stuff, and then we would eat. And then customarily, like we do, me and the boys sit down watching football. And then one day it just hit me. I was like, man, She done all this stuff here. And now we get up, we clean the kitchen, folks. We start watching football
Mm-hmm.
and get in there and she's old school too. She don't. I believe in loading that dishwasher and letting the technology do the work. And hell, we load that dishwasher and turn it on, and then clean up the rest of that, and put the food in the Tupperware. And when we sit down, that's it. Ain't nobody got to do nothing. But she won't use that dishwasher. She gonna wash everything. I'm like, Rosa, you can save yourself so much time. Using that dishwasher, because that's what it's for. She's like, well, and like I told her before, I said, you don't believe all that crap. People say, I can do more. I can get it done quicker than I can do that. I said, that's people that ain't got no damn dishwasher that says
that. Well, Marion sort of that. Now like I said, she'll clean up her pots and pans because we can't put the non-stick pots and pans in the dishwasher. That right. Can't go in there. She don't like the big, cooking spoons, the plastic ones with those big heavy. Yeah. She don't like them going in the dishwasher. And we be telling her, we said, man, science has proven that a dishwasher is more hygienic and safe than washing by, because there's no way you could stick your hand in water as hot as the dishwasher gets.
That's right.
So from that standpoint, my only thing is, y'all don't clean the plates off, and y'all don't clean the utensils off. You put them in that dishwasher, and they don't get it clean, and then it bakes it on there because it gets so hot. I said, well, yeah, that is an issue if you don't get it off, and if it don't come off. I said, but still, it's sterilized on there.
Exactly. But I tell you what, though, I found out, like when Rosalind was ill, because I was doing it all, and it wasn't like I was really. I fried some stuff, but I wasn't doing no hardcore cooking. But even if I went out and got something, we ate on plates or whatnot. I found out, a lot of times we think, all we got to do is buy some dishwashing liquid. But if you buy them little cubes of things that you put in there, that sucker will clean everything off of there, man. I bought some of that and tried it on there. I purposely didn't clean off no dish. I didn't clean off nothing, got in there. That stuff was spick and span.
Yeah, that's another argument that especially the girls have with us. She said, just like that commercial. Why are you spending all the time rinsing all that stuff off? That's what the dishwasher's for.
Right.
Well, her thing is, we don't run the dishwasher every day. So it's going to sit in there for sometime a day or two before it gets washed. It just sits in there and it just, gets on the stuff and everything. I just can't do that. I just can't put, dishes in there that ain't been rinsed off. So she rinses them all off. And basically, by the time she puts them in the dishwasher, they're clean. Yeah. I'm like, they're clean. You done scrubbed them off with the thing with the little detergent in it, the little scrub brush. Yep. I said, they're clean now.
Yep. Well, that's it.
That's just funny how people are, man. I tell you.
Oh yeah, man. They got their set way of doing it. She finally got out of that because I remember, I know several people that said, I guess it's just a urban thing, She wash dishes, and if it's water got a little suds left in it, she leave it there in case you need to put something else. I'm like, I wouldn't even want to eat out of a fish that come sitting in that brown ass water that's been sitting I walk through there and pull that plug out of there and let them want no dishes out of that damn thing. I was talking to O2 down there. So he said, yeah, Carla used to do that. Yeah, man. I'm like, I said, I think we can afford some Dawn.
Yeah. But it's funny you say that. Now, that's something we ain't done for years, because that's how my mom, of course, always did. She had a double sink.
Yeah.
She had the one side with the soapy water and everything. She had the other side with the clear water, and she washed it and she put them over in the clear water. Then you go back before we used paper towel. She always had a drying cloth, and she would dry them all off out of the clear water and all. But we've got more and more to where we, like you say, we have the water running. we have either that little brush or the sponge, with the dishwasher today, and we don't fill up the sink with water anymore. We ain't
Right.
washed dishes like that in years. But that was how I brought up. That's how my mama did it. She had a sink full of soapy water.
Yep. And which was fine because that's how we grew up. But when you got through washing the dishes, you let it out.
Yeah.
You ain't let it sit there and get cold in there because there might be another dish later on that you go, oh hell no,
Yeah.
And that's the one I'm talking. Rosa still fills up the sink right now, put the dishes in there, let them soak before she started washing. But she don't do it anymore because if there's any water left in there, I'll let it out in a heartbeat. And I don't even want a cup to go in that mug. but that's generally how a lot of black people grew up. They saving that, get them suds. Yeah, that's still good water. No, hell it ain't. So yeah, it's funny, man. Some things that get passed down. So
yep, that's the way we were. And a lot of things, like I say, with men, it's her way of cooking. She ain't got no recipe for nothing.
Yeah.
And I tell her all the time. I said, there ain't no way I can touch you cooking because I can't. Even if it's something boxed, like it's in a box, macaroni or whatever it may be. I go and I say, okay, I'll go ahead and cook dinner tonight. I'll cook. She'll come in the kitchen. You need more of this and that. Just look at not she ain't touched nothing. She ain't tasted nothing.
Right.
You need more of this. You need some more butter now. You need some salt. I'm like, man, I went exactly by what the instructions said on the box. You can't go by that. They don't. That's she say that's how white people cook. You can't go by that. And then she gets the salt shaker out and put about a cup and a half of salt in there. And I'm like, well, that's why we're all on medication. Right there. That's exactly why we're all on. Well, that's all you've been cooking every time you've been married me. I said, I know, and that's why we're all on medication. You done dumped half the and Mary is the first person I've ever seen in my life that put sugar in spaghetti. I had never had spaghetti sauce with sugar in it till I married Mary. And I must admit,
it's good.
Especially my Mark used to come to the house just to eat her spaghetti. And I'm like, I've never seen anybody put sugar in spaghetti sauce before. She does. And you're right. I love Mary's spaghetti. Sometimes on Sunday, we're sitting around. What do you want for Sunday dinner? I don't know. Cook some spaghetti. Because we love her spaghetti, but I had never seen anybody put sugar in it before.
Yeah. And that's how we used to have it growing up. And another thing, like I tell Rosin, but her family didn't do it. But, I keep trying to tell her when you put that, what is it, tomato paste? Like you do a meatloaf and you put that tomato on the top.
Right.
My grandmother used to put ketchup in it. Gave it the best taste you ever want to have. And at least for me, it was. And rather than just that, because that tomato paste is like salty a little bit. And but she put a little of that in there and mix it up and put that over the top and then let it bake on there. Boy, we tear that stuff up.
Yeah, that's how my mama used to do hers too. And I swear, every time my mama did that and mixed the ketchup in it and stuff and put it back in and bake it, it came out perfect.
Yeah. Exactly.
Every time I did it, I pull it out and the thing is done burn up. The tomato paste, tomato ketchup is all black. And I'm like, I only stuck it back in there for 2 seconds. I'm like, how did she do that? I stuck it in there 2 seconds just to let it, whatever. I didn't want to, you can't put it on top of it and not put it back in the oven for a little bit. And I pull the thing out and it's all black around the edges and everything. I'm like, I don't know how they did it, but she did it.
That's how both my grandmothers, that's how they used to cook. They didn't have no recipes. There's a little bit of that. Yeah, put a little pinch of that in there. And it wasn't no, I remember my cousin, she was trying to learn how to cook. And my grandmother was teaching her. She got all upset and started crying because my grandma, oh, girl, I told you, I was like, hey, that's what it takes, for her to get her point across. And but she could throw down, man. She could cook everything. And but that ketchup in that tomato paste, boy, that stuff was so good. On that meatloaf. And I can also tell, maybe it's because maybe my damn taste buds have worn out, but it seems like the texture of meat is different from what it was back then too. The meat was I don't know how to describe it other than it. Like now you can cook a meatloaf and slice it; it'll fall apart sometime.
Hmm.
And then, boy, she would have them perfect slices because she set the table with, I mean, whenever, because that's what she used to do. She used to cook. I got 3 bowls down there now just for nostalgia. The table was always set with bowls with each different food in it.
Yep.
And you serve the bowl, send it around the table. Everybody
Right.
got what they wanted out. And so it didn't matter what was cooked. You was gonna have some dishes to wash because she put them in them bowls, but she would wash the pots,
Right.
and the
Right.
pots would be taken care of. But you had to get the dishes in the bowl. And man, we ate out of paper plates and bowls, paper bowls here. That was a no back when we was growing up. Oh, ain't no dang paper. Yeah, they didn't even want to eat out of them when we was call ourselves on picnics and stuff, But yeah, man, I got them bowls down there, but yeah, we pass it around the table. So there's always going to be several big spoons.
Yep. Yep. That's the way we were. We were the same way. We were the same way. My
Yeah.
mama would dish it all up into the bowls and put the bowls on the table, and we'd pass it around. And when me and Mary first got married, she would do that. But as the girls came along and everything,
Yeah.
dinner's ready. That means the pots are on the stove. Dinner's ready. So almost like going through the child line. You got a plate.
Buddy.
You go to that pot, dip out. You go to that pot, dip out. We don't even have any serving bowls. I tell you the truth. I just thought about that. At one time, Marion had a couple of what we call serving bowls.
Right.
We don't even have any serving bowls anymore.
Hey,
you better be dipping out that pot.
Yes, sir. Hey, the only reason I got it, like I said, they were my grandmother's, and I got them for nostalgia reasons when she passed on. But yeah, ain't no serving bowls. That pot is a serving bowl.
Yeah, that's the way we do it too. But yeah, I grew up same way with. I grew up, when Mama fried chicken, we all knew what part we had. Daddy got the breast, and my older brother got the thigh, and me and Kathy and Mark got the drumstick or leg. And that's when, like I say, that's when my mama she always cut up her chicken. She didn't start buying pieces.
Oh yeah.
She got really old, she always cut up her chicken. And that's when she used to have what she called the bony back and the other part of the back. She'd fry that up and the neck and all that. Because like I say, she always cut up her chickens.
Yeah, that's the way mine were. Yeah, because they were cheaper, for the few times. Plus, the parts already being apart. That wasn't as prevalent. I mean, you can find some, but now that's all you see here. It's hard to find a whole chicken half the time now.
No. Oh, no. I mean, and I would even have to hate to try to start to cut up a whole chicken.
Oh man!
I mean, I know you sort of break that leg off from the thigh and cut that part off and that kind of stuff. But my mama do the wing and fold that wing up and stuff like that and cut the back and all that. I would even hate to start to try to cut up a whole chicken these days. But that's why she'd say, I'm gonna go get me a fryer, and I'm like, okay, what's the difference between a fryer and a regular other chicken? Of course, she called a fryer and a hen. She'd bake a hen and fry a fryer.
Right. Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, them were the days, man. I was going to say, when you were talking about it earlier, about them chicken backs, boy, I had my share of that. And so got this black restaurant up here. It's been here for God knows how long. I think I told you about it. The lady's granddaughter who's married to Too Tall Jones.
Yeah.
And she came back here. Well, they divorced, but she came back here, and now she done expanded. Well, they real modern over there. The thing she done expanded the restaurant, but they fried chicken as hell. I don't know where they get these parakeets from, boy. They're the littlest damn legs and thighs I've ever seen in my life. And but they fry them up. So I went over there one day for lunch when I was still working. I said, yeah, let me have I'll have they call it pan fried chicken. I'll have the pan fried chicken and the trimmings with that. Man, they come out there and one of the 3 pieces was a chicken back. I was like, wait, hold up. I said, give me any piece in there. I don't know damn chicken back. Ain't nothing but a slither of meat on it. these pieces are already small enough. And so she went back there. The little waitress went back there and got another piece of chicken and brought it out. I'm like, all right, now I got 3 pieces of chicken and some bones. Because there wasn't nothing on that little back, man. But now, whenever I go through there, I was like, yeah, let me have the, when I order it out, let me have the 3-piece, but I don't want no back. Bring no back out here.
So they must be cutting up their own chickens if they got backs.
Oh, yeah. This lady is old school from way back, man. As a matter of fact, she just do a little bit because they got everybody in there. She be the one telling them what to do, but she hardly done cooking. I was in there one day at lunch. I took a late lunch and went over there. She came out and sat with me at the table, talked to me, told me some of the history of the place, and got her own bottle sauce and stuff. I bought it. Hell, it's probably down in the back of the pantry somewhere. I don't remember using it, but I bought it, and she's a nice lady. And then now they done television and newspaper articles about them, and they expanding. This granddaughter, I guess she bringing them up to snuff. They were connected to a barbershop. Now they done bought out the barbershop and expanded the room for feeding folks,
Right.
And times when I was working over there, I would go. Well, it's supposed to be a black restaurant, but there'd be more white people in there than black folks in there.
Yeah. They got a couple down here like that.
Yeah. And them senators and their staffs be off in there. And pulled together. I don't know how many tables together. They're all sitting around there. Big time. And I said, yeah, come over here to get some of Mammy's food, huh?
Oh, yeah. That is a little cafe down in our neighborhood, but up until urban renewal came through. I mean, that's been a number of years ago now, but the lady that ran that, she fried her chicken in a cast iron skillet till the time they closed the door. She didn't have no deep fat fryers and that kind of stuff. She'd have them big, huge cast iron black skillets in there on that stove. That's what she always cooked her chicken in.
Yep, that's the deal. Even now, Rosa got a couple of cast irons down there. That's what she fries stuff up in, man. Hey, it's again that old taste. Maybe it's my taste buds, but that old taste, that stuff was good. Well, I know part of it is, hell, they used to keep that bacon fat and all that, and that's what they use now. It's clean every time it go in there.
Yeah, well, we still got. As a matter of fact, the other Saturday, Tamara was asking me. She said, "Dad, why don't we keep bacon grease and we don't keep sausage grease?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "I just, growing up and even now," I said, "we just always kept just the bacon grease."
Yep, that was liquid gold. You don't mess with that.
Yeah, I know country cooking probably some of the worst cooking health-wise, but boy, is that food good. And talking about how our moms and grandma used to cook back in the day, bring back pleasant memories that unfortunately some of us are paying for now. But it's all good. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Old Foods Talking Old School. Join us next time. Until then, this is Mickey G. Peace.